The United States is no longer just the world's policeman, it has become the world's vacuum cleaner. While politicians shake hands and talk about global cooperation, a massive financial shift is happening underneath your feet right now. The US government has launched an economic strategy that is effectively exporting a recession to every other country on Earth. They are using the strength of the US dollar to drain wealth from the rest of the world to fund their own boom. But here's the part Wall Street isn't telling you. This isn't an accident. It is part of the design. The US has passed massive spending bills like the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, pumping trillions into their own economy. This keeps their inflation sticky and their interest rates high. Meanwhile, countries like China and nations in Europe are slowing down. They desperately need to lower their interest rates to save their businesses. But they can't. If they lower rates while the US Federal Reserve keeps them high, money will instantly flee their countries to chase the higher returns in America. You might be thinking, so what? I don't live in the US. And that is exactly the trap. When global money flees into the US dollar, it crushes the value of other currencies. This means the imported goods you buy, the petrol you put in your car, and the cost of living in your local currency goes up, even as your economy slows down. It is a doom loop for everyone except the United States. Now, listen closely, because this is where most people lose their life savings. The average investor thinks diversifying means owning stocks in their home country, and maybe a few international ones. In this environment, that is a recipe for disaster. The Stewardship Finance Academy wisdom for this cycle is clear. Do not fight the flow of capital. You must own assets that benefit from this US liquidity vacuum. We are looking at high-quality US technology stocks that have the pricing power to ignore inflation, and hard assets like gold that sit outside this currency war entirely. If your portfolio is heavy in debt-laden companies from slowing economies, you are standing directly in the path of the steamroller. If the US continues to suck the liquidity out of the global system to prop up its own debts, causing a currency crisis in the country where you live and work, do you actually have a plan to move your wealth before the exit doors slam shut? The answer to that question will determine your financial future over the next decade. To find out what we're doing about it, follow or subscribe to this channel now.